This is Comic Picks by the Glick.
And your host, Jason Glick.
Good evening, Jason Glick. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, John. We had a good time at WonderCon, didn't we?
Oh yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I guess that won't be their permanent venue. They're going back to Anaheim next year, from what I understand. This is kind of it seems like a temporary move, or was it just to entice the city of Los Angeles? Like, look what we have. We have cookies. No.
Little from column A, little from column B.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, WonderCon was it was fun. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it'd be nice to have like a 45-minute drive instead of an hour drive into the con next year.
Exactly. And it wasn't as, it was getting crowded, but I didn't see like the swells of crowds I usually see with, other types of conventions. So
we're looking at you, Comic-Con.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's kind of nice, that. You can go to a con where you're not fighting for elbow room, going places. So that was kind of nice.
Exactly, and I bought lots of good stuff there. You'll either be writing or hearing about it, I think, in the next couple of weeks.
All right, well, cool. Well, speaking of things that you will be hearing about, what is tonight's topic?
Oh, well, tonight it's something I've been waiting. I've been waiting for quite a while. It's like, in fact, like the wait has been somewhat excruciating because of the delays that the series has been under in its publication schedule. I'm talking about Secret Wars, the finale to Jonathan Hickman's Avengers run. And yeah, it's our position is basically the miniseries that basically focuses on the destruction of the Marvel Universe. But, really, it's like this is the finale to Hickman's run. And if you haven't been reading his runs on Avengers and New Avengers for the past 4 years, then yeah, it's like you are likely going to be really, really lost when taking it all in. But hey, in preparation for this, I went back and reread all of Hickman's Avengers stuff. And you know what? I do think it holds up. Even if, there are, I do have certain reservations. I mean, probably the biggest issue is like the fact that there are a lot of parts where Hickman has to tell you about certain things as opposed to showing you how they work. Stuff like the Black Priests in New Avengers, how they're portrayed these like evil, like chthonic or Lovecraftian entities that are like killing worlds with their magic words or magic letters, really. And how it isn't revealed until like the Time Runs Out arc that these are actually the result of the multiversal immune system as a response to the to the destruction of the multiverse. And also, like, that reminds me of something even more pertinent, like the Beyonders, like or the Ivory Kings, as they're referred to early on in Hickman's run. I mean, if you've read Secret Wars, the Beyonder is this like omnipotent being that wants to know more about humanity, that created Battle World in the original Secret Wars series, and that came to Earth to learn more about humanity in Secret Wars 2, which is the significantly less well-regarded sequel. It's like he's retconned as being a child entity to these creatures, but it's all just, everyone's being told this in the run. I mean, yeah, we see bits of the Beyonders being, murdering Celestials, and we're told that they decided, hey, you know what? Existence is boring. Let's just go ahead and murder everything now. We're just going to cause the death of the multiverse and see what happens. But this is stuff that Hickman is telling us, but he's not actually. But these Beyonders are never more than just simple plot devices. They're just like here to get the story rolling, and don't really exist in the story as characters. But it's like even if you've got issues like that, it's like the fact remains that that the core story Hickman tells in the pages of Avengers and New Avengers is still quite compelling. And to be honest, it's really amazing that he managed to pull it off as well as he did in the context of a major mainstream superhero universe. I mean, Marvel. Wow, it's like, I mean, they must have just like pinned. I mean, he must have just like given them this big old like roadmap to where they're going, to basically like allow them, hey, okay, this is what he's doing, so everyone kind of hands off here. We're giving Hickman the keys. He's going to drive. And he did. And to be honest, it worked out really well for the most part. He turned in like some very very entertaining runs on on Avengers. And New Avengers as the it's kind of like the like shadowy background series as as we learned about the incursions from other Earths. It's like that was caused that were the result of the slow death of the multiverse. And it turned and while the Illuminati worked to work to try and find a way to solve this in their series. The Avengers in the regular Avengers series basically took on the world and universe ending threats in order to in order to buy them the time they needed. Now things didn't work out that well because hey, the universe died and we got Secret Wars. But there were a number of interesting character arcs that played out over the course of this run, particularly with Black Panther and Namor, because prior to this, Namor, mad with Phoenix power, laid waste to Wakanda, and now T'Challa, the Black Panther, is forced to rely on Namor's help as one of the members of the Illuminati in order to help solve this problem. So at the very beginning, he tells him that when my wants outweigh my needs, I'm going to kill you. And their arc goes back and forth, like in a really interesting, complex measure of just how these people can you relate to each other in times of crisis. And on one hand, and it does it's pretty compelling for the most part. Right up to the end when T'Challa's decision to savor the moment when he finally sticks it to Namor in Time Runs Out. That hey, I can agree with T'Challa in the sense that he just wanted Namor to understand that he was going to die and that he was the one who did it to him. So I love that, but it turns out to be the wrong thing to do at the wrong time. In fact, it may have actually doomed the entire multiverse. His decision to savor the moment, but then you get to Secret Wars, and let's just say I'll get to that when I when I talked about the series proper. But then you've also got the bits with Iron Man and Captain America. I mean, there's some bits with Steve. Steve Rogers proving to be the moral center of the Illuminati. Well, it turns out that when say the multiverse is at stake, there's not really much room for moral centers and all. And Steve is cast out in one of the it's one of the shocking moments of the first volume of New Avengers. But hey, it's thanks to another crossover, he remembers what happens, and suddenly Tony and all of his all the Illuminati's members of the Illuminati are on the run as a result of this, remembering this. But then also comes in the whole Axis bit where Tony gets inverted and goes from being just smug and fun to being toxically smug and just kind of dumb as well. But I guess, hey, even if you wanted to, just go, hey, well, Tony was always kind of a dick in the first place. Yeah, you could assume that, and and it would kind of make the story work. But still, I guess what I'm saying is that there were so many moving parts between Avengers and in the Marvel universe as a whole that I'm really frankly amazed that Hickman's run worked as well as it did. I was impressed by its scale, its scope. I don't know, and the memorable character moments that Hickman served up in between all of them. But at the same time, I'll acknowledge that there's some stuff that didn't quite work, and and even though he had basically 70 odd issues to work with, it's one of those things where I'd like to think that if he had done it again in retrospect and known that he had X amount of space to work with, things would have been done differently. But overall, it's Hickman's run of Avengers is the rare example of a creator actually being able to pull off his grand epic scope in the space of a major superhero universe, and not have it completely kneecapped at a certain point. Or just having someone else come in to finish a job for him. Well, Nick Spencer did that for some of his subplots in Avengers World, which actually kind of works itself. It's a fun read as a as a take on like the Avengers no good, horrible, very bad day. But over but overall it's like I really enjoyed Hickman's Avengers, particularly Infinity, which shows that if you're going to give someone like space to do a major epic crossover, you need to give them a lot of space to work with, like the 18 issues or so that Hickman had to between the miniseries itself, the Avengers tie-in issues, the Avengers and New Avengers tie-in issues. I bring this up because, well, Secret Wars, while good, while a worthy finale to all of this, really could have stood to be a few issues longer. And yeah, I know this was originally supposed to be an 8-issue series that was extended to 9, and amid delays in the creation between Hickman and writer and artist Assad Rabik. But it's but the thing is, it starts off incredibly well with the last day of the Marvel Universe, as the Ultimate Universe begins its incursion into the 616 mainstream Marvel Universe, and there's lots of fun stuff there, from from seeing what the Punisher does for his very last day in the universe, watching the whole take down a helicarrier, seeing Ultimate Tony Stark hit on Captain Marvel as she kicks his ass. That's stuff like this is good fun, but it also nails the the feeling of a world on its way to ruin, and also it also has some real heart-stopping drama as Reed Richards fails to save his family. As the universe ends. But then you get to the then you get to the mini the second issue, and we should find out that the Marvel Universe, what remains in the Marvel Universe, still exists in in various regions, comprised from some of the most narratively significant Marvel Universe stories, and it's all ruled over by one God Emperor Doom, with Stephen Strange acting as his second in command and sheriff, which will make sense if you've read all the their adventures together. It's in the Time Runs Out arc. So, like I said, if you haven't read Hickman's Avengers, a lot of this stuff probably isn't going to have real weight that it should. But basically, the entire story is basically it's a story of how Doom how the heroes fight against Doom, basically find a way to whack the reset button into some semblance of normalcy. But what really makes this work is the human stakes at the core of it. Because even though I've said over and over so far that this is basically the finale of Hickman's run, what it really is, it's really a victory lap for Hickman's Fantastic Four run. Because what happens when Doctor Doom has the power to reshape all of reality, basically lord over all of it as its god. What does he do? Well, he makes Susan Storm his wife, and now Franklin and Valeria Richards are his kids. And Johnny Storm, well, he's been made to serve as a son because he's kind of a dick and Doom doesn't like him. And Ben Grimm, the Thing, well, hey, he's meant to serve as the shield against some of the more unsavory parts of the of Battle World, because Doom hates him too after all the times he's been made to look the fool because of the ever-loving blue-eyed Thing. And so this is all about, basically a story all about one man stealing another man's life, and how the other man goes to get it back. It's that emotional core that really powers the story and gives it. And even though there's lots of big superhero action, between the Thors, between the different barons of the world, and also the machinations of the Cabal, Thanos and his crew, go and try to take the world for themselves. It's it's that feeling of it's that story of like of Reed trying to fix the world, solve every problem as he does, and pitted against his nemesis that keeps the story in place. But also, there's plenty of other fun stuff as well. Chief among this, I'm flipping to a random page here. Hickman's great rendition of King Bitch, Mr. Sinister, who hey, if I mean, I thought Kieran Gillen did a great reinvention of the character during his Uncanny X-Men run, and Hickman runs with it as this guy who, even when his head is cut off in in ritual combat with Captain Britain, will not stop just trolling the guy. I mean, and then there's other like great it's like other great moments like him throughout this throughout the miniseries. It's like that also show that like I'd love to see Hickman take on the character more, but he's basically done with the Marvel universe now. It's like, but then but also there. See, you've got it's like you have the multiversal police Thors. You've got Miles Morales offering the Molecule Man an 8-year and 3-week-old burger because like Molecule Man is like it's just so hungry for everything. It's like it's like and it's like and also oh what like it's like like Black Panther's subjugation of the dead of the it's like of the battle world and getting them to work for him as well. It's like just trying to negotiate with zombies, good times. But even then, like there are some parts that I thoroughly wish had been expanded upon more, such as we're told about the prophet who unites the many regions of the battle world against Doom, and that kind of should have deserved an issue just to build up this character as opposed to just being an interesting idea that's dealt with in passing, or hey tell us to deal with Black Panther and Namor, who it's like we're left as bitter enemies at the end in the course of time runs out, but are just basically like total bros again in the series. And it's like I mean it's implied that a lot of stuff happened. It's like in the course of their appearance here, but the fact that Hickman just kind of like dispenses with the animosity between them just kind of feels like okay, I didn't have the room for this, so I'm just gonna have to like cut it and get to the point where I wanted to be, and that's it's like that's them being like kind of having a grudging respect for each other, and I like the idea that these people characters who began his run as bitter enemies, forced together by necessity, kind of develop this grudging respect for each other. But in the end, it doesn't feel earned, and it's like it's really disappointing. Just like a nice solid issue detailing their travels together in Battle World would have worked great. I mean, in fact, I said the original Secret Wars is a 12-issue miniseries, maxi series. This should have been a 12-issue maxi series as well because it's like there's like a lot. I'm sure there's a lot more stuff. I mean, it's no. I'm not sure. I know there's more stuff Hickman could have addressed here, and like I said, with as with Infinity, it's like you need the room for like these big epic events, and had the series just been 8 issues, well, geez, that would have been scary to think about. What just what more they would have had to cut here, but still, like as it is, it's like Secret Wars is still a worthy finale to Hickman's run, and it also works as a big victory lap for the like for his Fantastic Four run as well. I mean, no, you don't need to have read Fantastic Four, but it will certainly help. And you also it also helps because it's really good as well. But still, and in the end, it's like it also offers a nice explanation as to why Reed Richards and Susan Storm and their family like are just kind of MIA from the Marvel universe at the moment. It's like obvious because Marvel's still kind of like being a dick about the Fantastic Four rights, but still it's like this kind of like allows Hickman to give like a nice ending of sorts that the hey, even if like it was dictated by like the giant pissing match Marvel's in with Fox over the film rights, it's like it's still Hickman's still able to work out a nice nice everyone feels good and it's like ending as well. It's like and also I love the bit when it's like with Doom and Reed's final it's like final confrontation. It's like and it's just perfect the way Hickman finds a way to get Reed the power he needs to remake the universe. It's it's great. I mean, like, yes, deep there are significant flaws to this, but in the end, it's like I really enjoyed it, and I bought all of Hickman's run in hardcover because I found the first volume of Avengers like in a Comic Con half off bin for half off. Jeez, um, and then a buddy of mine gave me like basically recommended, hey, you need to start reading this now. It's like so I figured, okay, I'll just buy it, keep buying it in hardcover. And as much as I have expressed my annoyance with Marvel's hardcover format over the years, I gotta admit, it's like I like buying Hickman's Avengers run in hardcover. I don't regret it at all. So, really, highly recommended. It's Hickman's Avengers and Secret Wars, and and it's well worth your time, but it's going to cost a lot, especially Infinity because it's the Infinity hardcover. That's the version that puts the entire all issues of the main miniseries and its some tie-in issues in proper reading order, which is what you'll need to best appreciate that. But as far as Avengers goes, it's 6 volumes of regular Avengers, 4 volumes of New Avengers, and 4 volumes of Time Runs Out, and of course Secret Wars itself. So overall, good stuff. And I was thoroughly entertained, and good luck to Marvel to finding a way to top this, like in the near or even far future, because I don't think it's going to happen. So, John, it's like I know you've been busy, but it's like any thoughts on your end here?
Well, you know how you started this off with you saying that you'll be confused? I'm confused.
Okay.
But I know where to start, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's like
Ah,
it's. I mean, it's like on one hand, it's like I like that. I mean, it's great that they're like they gave the entire thing to one guy to direct, but it's kind of like you need to read all of this in order to really appreciate Secret Wars.
yep. So, do you know what you're going to be talking about next week?
Well, it's like I may need to drop Myron on the line because I think he'd be interested in what I have planned. But then again, I may also just decide well, I need 2 weeks to actually start reading through the stuff I got at WonderCon, and maybe I'll just do a podcast on that instead. So prepare to be surprised, I guess.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll catch you next time on Comic Picks by the Glick.
All right, later's.
Bye.